Hello, James here. I wanted to quickly show you a new feature that we've recently added into Fusion Signage called Fit, Fill and Stretch. If you go into your Fusion Signage portal under the playlist section and open up any of your playlists, you'll notice that you'll have this new column here called Fit. Now what this is doing is it's allowing you to fit, fill or stretch your images or video content to your screen resolution. This is really handy if you have content that doesn't quite match the resolution of your screen, but you just want to make sure that it does. So if I quickly preview this, you'll notice that this image that I've got on here is actually not the right resolution, and it's got these black bands to the left and the right. This isn't the ideal outcome if your content doesn't quite match, so this new feature will help you fix that up. So back into your playlist section, under the Fit column, you'll have a bunch of options. So if I duplicate this item a couple of times and leave the first one on Fit, I can set the second one to Fill. So what's happening here is the Fit option is essentially maintaining the resolution of your image without doing any kind of cropping or stretching. This is why the black bands are happening. Fill, however, will crop the image in, and you maybe will lose a little bit of your content to the left and right or top and bottom, but it's going to maintain that aspect ratio while zooming it in. Stretch, on the other hand, is going to stretch your content to the top, bottom, left and right. This can have some abnormal outcomes if the content is a really off resolution, and you'll see that when I give you this preview. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set each of these options to fit, fill and stretch, and then you can see exactly what's happening on each of these. So now when I preview, you'll notice that the first image is exactly the same with the bands to the left and the right, but as we go to the second image, it's going to crop it in, but it's going to fill to the full screen. So in this case, we're actually losing a little bit on the top and the bottom. And the third option, the stretch, will actually distort it slightly, but it'll fit the entire image in. So these three options will give you a whole bunch of alternatives when you have different resolution content, but at least you'll be able to get a little bit closer to making sure that it matches the screen resolution. This can be done for any images as well as any videos. So if I quickly put in a portrait video, for example, what you'll notice is that it will do its best to fit it to the screen. So in this case, what I'm going to be doing is filling and stretching the content as well. I'll put one in for fit. And if I preview this now on the landscape, you'll notice that this portrait piece of content, which shouldn't be on a piece of landscape screen, is playing correctly with fit. If I go to fill, it's cropped it down, so I'm only seeing the center portion of that. And then if I go to stretch, you'll see that it really distorts that video, but it's stretching the content to fit the screen. So have a bit of a play around with these options when you're putting your content in, and hopefully some of them will fit. A few other features that we've added in just for quality of life is if you select multiple of items, it'll give you the option up here to override all of the options. So you can fit, fill and stretch, which will override all of that content within here. And keep in mind that this is only relevant for images and videos. And another option is back in the playlist section. You'll notice we've got this little settings wheel. If you click on this, this is where you can actually set the default setting for all playlists moving forward. It'll give you an example of what the content's going to look like, as well as a bit of a description if you don't remember. But from here, I can say I would like all of my content by default to fill the screen, to stretch the screen, or fit to screen. So this is a new feature that we've added in. It's live now on your account, so please have a play and let us know any feedback that you have. Thanks.